Howdy, folks. Rock the Duck Farmer here, and let's talk villagers because they're great. You get all sorts of cool trades from the villagers, and you can make iron farms, which is great from villagers. But bringing them together to breed them and then being able to pull them out one by one, that sometimes can be a real pain. Well, this is a pretty cool setup. I've been using it on the family's Minecraft server in 1.18, and I like it because it's got overflow protection. So we're not having, bazillions of these villagers around. There's 15 of them here, which is a good number, and it's real easy to vend them out whenever I need. So let's go take a look at this. Pretty small footprint. It's only 8 long here and 7 wide. If you count the ground, it's 3 tall plus whatever you want for vending them out. So I guess that's 5. It could be deeper if you want. But it's pretty simple. 15 beds in here. I've just kind of color coordinated with orange so you can kind of see the pattern. But the nice thing is when you're ready to grab a villager, you just turn on the water. I said turn on the water. There we go. And that shoves them here to the middle. And then I'll just turn on those levers to push the guys into that spot, and then we can sit there and just, hey, I want to get down under here. We can just vend a villager. There he goes off to do his work, and this guy here, we'll grab another guy, and we'll grab a third. And you can just keep vending them, and it'll just keep feeding them, which works out really well. So that's a great setup. The other thing too, if you forget and leave the water on, when it becomes nighttime, they will actually sleep in the beds and they won't drown, which is a good deal because, losing your villagers that way is not good. We do have some torches here because lights are important. And, these buttons here are completely optional. If you don't mind golems spawning on these blocks, you don't need anything here. I typically put chests here because I'm storing food and carts and rails and whatnot that I need to do. So it works pretty well. I tend to leave this open because nighttime they will go ahead and sleep. Otherwise, this guy is a prisoner if I close him up. Frank, you did bad things. You just think about what you did. Otherwise, they're just kind of locked there. But let's take a look how to make this. It's like I said, pretty darn simple to make. We've got 7 by 8, pretty small footprint. I do like having the part where they vend out on the odd side, so the 7 side. And let's look at the components that we need. The top 3 rows, those are things you gotta have. So the first 2, those are blocks you need to build this, and 64 is the total count on that. I've got gray wool there for the 56. That's the bottom, and then we need the other 8 jungle planks elsewhere. We need some fences, we need some jungle stairs, we need levers and gates, glass, 2 dispensers, some water, some buttons, and then we need 15 beds. But let's go ahead and make this real quick. Now, the first thing I do once I clear out my area is I'll go ahead and drop down fences, and fences. I'll drop down stairs, and I use the stairs here because they're the same height as the beds, and I would have problems if I didn't use or if I did use full blocks here along the edges, and I'll show that in a second. We do want to go ahead and drop some fences around because we want to keep the guys all in. All right, you go. There. So we got the place fenced in, and then to vend out the villagers, we need to put dispensers in, and they could also go here. That would work just the same, but I'm going to go ahead and stick them like this because reasons. We need to go ahead and toss in some water, and then let's grab our buttons. And you can turn on the redstone here any way you want. Since I'm doing everything in jungle wood, that's jungle wood buttons. Stone would probably be better because they pulse faster. So you can turn them off if you wanted a quick pulse to push things around. Anyway, so we got that. We need some beds. And you can set them up how you like, but I like doing 2 rows here facing in. Not that it really matters. And then the 3 last ones go here in the center. So all these blocks here are completely used up by beds. So, and talking about why the stairs, If we had here a regular block, it's possible to walk onto that block and then hop out. But if you've got stairs here, let's nuke the bed at the same time. If we've got stairs here and a bed, then you can't hop up to here. It keeps them in place. Now, I guess you really could, if you really wanted to, put a solid block underneath these, because there's no way to get it. And that, likewise, we could do the same with the solid block there. But, who cares? Likewise, if you really wanted to, you could do solid blocks here for the same reason. Let's just even it up. It depends on what you want and what's easy to do and how aesthetically you want to set it up. It really doesn't matter. The main thing you want to do is prevent them from jumping out. And that's why we've got the stairs here. So it's at the same level. All right, let's go ahead and put the jungle gates in place, because we don't want the villagers to get out of this area. We want to control when they come out. And then we want glass here to stop the bebes from getting out as well, because that just is a problem. So let's go ahead and get rid of those and get those. And let's get rid of the stairs. We don't need the stairs anymore, because we want to take a look at the optional things here at the bottom. We need some way of moving them out, and we just need blocks. We need levers, which we already got. We need rails and carts, as much as you need, and a way of getting the villagers here. Well, we'll talk about that later. So as far as the carts are concerned, we're pulling them out from here. Let's go ahead and put a junk block there. And then from here, you can do whatever you want. I am going to break this for right now and put powered rails here. You only really need 2 powered rails right here, just so they connect correctly. Let's come underneath, junk block, and then across and up. Let's get rid of that junk block. Now, you could do shorter, you could do longer. It depends on what you need to do here. Now, notice how this bumped up. That's because we've got the rails here set up. So I'm going to delete this guy. Let's put the fence back in place and the glass. And this will allow the villagers to be just kind of vended out. This block, if you charge it with a redstone signal, it will go ahead and power both sets. So if we come underneath here and we drop in a cart, off it goes. And this can be as high or as low as you want. If you want to put this in the ground, you certainly can. You can, if you want to put it up in the air, you can certainly do that too. Wherever you put it, you have the chance of it spawning golems, which, in and of itself is not bad. However, if that's annoying, you want to make sure that everything is non-spawnable. And you can see why I choose birch buttons over there so that you can see them. Just putting the buttons here makes that non-spawnable. Glass is not spawnable. These blocks, the dispensers, because of the buttons, are also non-spawnable. These rail blocks, they're also not spawnable. So golems can't spawn here. But if this area is within 8 blocks of a solid block, golems could spawn. So if it's in the ground, you can get golems. And my current base, I had as many as 9 golems kicking around, which is a lot of golems. But it's just that easy to make this, set it up, then you just vent the water out to sit there and push the villagers down there, open up the gates, let them go through. Just use your minecart and send them off to whatever task they need to do. It's that easy. Now, maybe you're thinking to yourself, hey, Grok, you didn't explain how to get the villagers into this little holding pen. And I didn't. But I did say it was really easy. Because in, Phantom, because in 118, all you need to do is build this little sort of ladder or block setup into the area. And you just need to bring the villagers here at night. And they will see the beds, and they will move themselves up into here. Hey, Frank, hurry up. Hop up in there. There you go. And he's asleep. So that's all you need. You just need 2 of these guys. They'll spot the beds. They'll work their own way up. It had to be difficult. In which case, you can come here and you can break these. If you have a high platform instead of, on the ground, even if it's on the ground. As soon as you make that little bridge over, here they go. I guess you could, if you really wanted to, since it's night, you could break one of these fences and let them walk in that way too. But they will do it. They'll do it on their own. And it's just that simple. And now you can have a safe, breedable farm. You bring in this pair, you throw them some food, and they will make more villagers for you. And as long as you keep supplying them food in there, they will be happy about that. In fact, let's get them a little bit of food. Bread. There we go. We'll toss some food in there. They're so excited, they'll go after the food right now. Well, Frank will. Frank is still tired and he will lay back to sleep. Oh, and they're asleep. But that works. Anyway, this has been Grok the Duck Farmer here, showing you how to do a really cool, easy vanilla setup for breeding villagers, maintaining them, and vending them out as you need it. And it works. Thanks for watching.